Hey, this is Kirk.
And this is Bird. It's the Kirk and Bird Show. We are joined today by Coach Daryl Cherry of the Kempsville Chiefs in Virginia, from Virginia Beach. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
I appreciate you having me out tonight.
Thank you, Coach. We really appreciate you coming on. We've been going all over the state. It's good to be back in the 757. Kempsville's a lot of nostalgia for us because back in the 80s, Kempsville had some great, DJ Dozier, Keith Means, J.R. Reed, great players. I watched some great football games. I think a great one was Kempsville versus Hampton in 85 for the 85-86 season. Hampton won that one. That was a really good game. But we just want to ask real quick that to everybody watching, please take a quick minute. Really easy. Hit subscribe, the Kirk and Bird BYRD show on YouTube. We know the athletes love Twitter. We're at the Kirk and Bird BYRD show. At the Kirk and Bird on Twitter. And we'll have this out there. And we're going to be doing a 757 overview for both the South Side and the Peninsula. Having said that, Coach, man, you start off right out at the gates with Green Run. Great program, Brandon Williams. So you're going to have your biggest test in the very beginning. It's like NASCAR starts off with the Daytona 500. They're Super Bowl. But let's back up a little bit. All right, you're coming off a great year. You've got a really good team, a sleeper team that could go a long way. How are things looking now that you've gotten into the scrimmage? Just give us the temperature of the Kempsville Chiefs program.
Right now, like you said, we had a good year this past year, coming off of my 9-2 record. And I have a lot of my guys returning. This is the group that came in with me freshman year when I first got the job. So we've been grinding together for 3 years and we're going into our 4th year together. So the expectations are set. The guys are hungry. They've had a lot of learning experience based on that regional championship game against Green Run last year. Which we lost in the last 2 seconds of the game.
Right.
So it's a lot of motion still out there. Green Run's a good team. That's home for me, but we're excited about what we're going to do this year.
All right.
Coach, tell us a little bit about your some of your key players, offensive and defensive side of the ball, and some of the key returning players. And then tell us maybe some of your newer athletes that people may not be as familiar with.
Well, one person I got to start off with is Naquan Washington. We call him the bus. Reason why I call him a bus, he's built like a train. He could be playing defensive line, but he runs, like he's a running back. Just light on his feet. And he's going to lead the way with us, running the ball for us. Real thick kid. Hard to bring down. Then we got Boyd, Karan Boyd, which has a Duke offer, going to Duke next year.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's our speedster guy. He's a big compliment to Naquan to make things happen. And then of course we have our quarterback Noah Lee that's coming back to his 2nd year taking over. That had a good breakout year last year. Being the starting quarterback for us when we had our other one graduated. So he took over the reins in our line. We returned a lot of guys up front. Basically, we got 25 seniors that's returning. So, I'm expecting big things. So it's a lot of guys that, like I said before, understand the expectation. We got some, new key guys. This is Deacon Ross kid transferred in from Tallwood. He's going to be a phenomenal player for us. He's only a junior, but he's the man in the trenches for us. He played right tackle or left tackle based on what we need, but he's a real physical kid, and he's getting a lot of college eyes on him right now because he's big in the trench. He's about 6'5", about 305, but can run and he's a little big. So I'm excited about him. That's a good early Christmas present for me.
Yeah. Coach, how are any sleepers, any kids that you see maybe 2-3 games into the season where it starts clicking mentally for them and their feet are not tying up their brain and you see them coming out? Any kids like that could be a difference maker for you?
Oh yes, I know we got this another low key transfer that came in from Ocean Lakes. Riley Mcintosh. He's going to be, he's like the younger boy. With the ball in his hands, he can be vicious. Be able to, just eat up space and make things happen. Big playmaker down the road. And of course, another guy that we might have on the outside, play tight end, Nathaniel Clark, 6'4" kid, 215, that runs well and catch well. So we're looking at a high power offense to be able to do some things. Defensively, we got some guys that we've trying to fulfill some roles. Jaquez Furby is one of the guys that we're looking to really, hold it down back in the secondary, playing safety for us. So we got some key guys and some freshmen that came in that's going to really, have an opportunity to play and play a lot. Zeb Clark Jr., he's a young, phenomenal kid, played with the Mustangs under Bruce Pearl. So he's coming into a freshman with us. And right now he's turning some heads as a young freshman.
Okay.
Coach, so what, and this is your 4th year. How was the program before you got there? What was what were your record your first couple of years? Like, and what did you take over? What was the record before you got there?
Well, before I got there, Kempsville was on a losing streak, 0-63. One of the biggest losing streaks.
That's what I thought.
In the area, in Virginia. When I got there, it was all hands on deck. When I first started, my first year, we went 1-9, but I only had 30 players, and I was 30 players in a program, varsity and JV. So a lot of guys had to play double duty. And of course, COVID season hit. Had a the biggest thing was trying to get these guys to believe in themselves and put that hard work in and build their courage up and letting boys know that they can play with anybody with the hard work. So COVID year, we did our thing, but it was a shortened season. And this past year, they surprised themselves. It was a lot of new firsts for them, being an opportunity to go 9-2. And the only team that we lost to was Greenwood High School. So it's a good feeling right now. And Kempsville community is very excited about what's going on.
Man, and that's why I said that, Coach. I want people to know, what you did, because I remember that we're up here, but I follow everything down there, and I thought it was a big tournament. I didn't know it was that big. So, bro, congratulations. And I think that's inspiring because a lot of programs out here, and, I see some programs got 100 kids and some, like you said, had 30. And so it's good, it's encouraging. And I'm saying that also as a Bethel alum. We got David Porter, who's a new coach there.
Oh, yeah,
I believe it. Okay, I believe he can turn it around. And the things he's saying, man, he's going to speak it into existence. I know. So, hearing what you're saying, and I've seen it. My son, who's a senior up here at Colgan High School, they haven't won. I think they've only won 2 games in the last 3 years. But they got a new coach, Coach Reggie Scott. So it's encouraging when I can hear things like that. So no, that is great, man. You and your staff deserve a lot of props.
Appreciate that.
And that's a great, traditional high school. I would say more high
right
schools at the beach.
It is.
We're not there when we were living Hampton Roads. I mean, all those schools. I mean, we know about Kempsville, FC, PA, Kellum, but then there's Ocean Lakes and all the new schools.
Lansdowne didn't exist when we were growing up.
No. Ocean Lake. I don't think
Salem,
Tallwood.
No.
Hey, I got an easy question for you. Can Kempsville win the state championship?
I'm going to say we're going to fight to get there. I'm expecting.
Is that a yes or a no?
Well, I'm going to say yes. We have the tools.
Right.
We have the tools. I'm going to speak into existence like my man said. Hey, I'm going to speak into existence. Yes, we can be there.
No.
I don't see any reason why you can't.
I do.
I do. Hold on. Well, you got to get through this, man. No. I would not say that.
That's going to be the semifinal.
Hold on.
And Bethel will take Kempsville out.
Oh, God. Bethel might be lucky to make the playoffs. Sorry, Coach. Anyway, no.
Beavers ain't going to do nothing. Beavers ain't going to do nothing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, no. I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. But, Green Run is a great team. Very close. And I think universally 5 top to bottom. I think 5 is a better conference or a better division than 6. 6
in
is
the whole state. Yeah.
6 is nice at the top, but man, there are so many teams. I want to say, in Division 5, there are probably 7 to 8 teams that can win it, and Kempsville is one of those. 100%. Now,
it's loaded. It's loaded in 5. Story. Yes, it is.
And I will say this: if you happen to take an L against Green Run, which I'm not saying you're going to in that opening game, that could be the best thing for you. That film, keep that eye of the tiger. We know Maury's going to be tough down there.
Yes, they are
good. Coach McCain fields a good team, and then you're going to face, maybe Highland Springs is loaded. Yeah, that's why I'm picking to win it, but I think you can win it. And then up here, we've got Stonebridge. We've got some good teams, Colonial Forge. They're 5, right, Rusty?
They're 6. Colonial Forge 6.
But Freedom Woodbridge, they're 6.
No, they're 6. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's still some
the
great
best team. It's not up here. It's a lot of 6. The best teams in 5 are in the Central and in 757.
Yeah. So another one is in high school football. Special teams is sometimes a challenge, but that's a game changer, especially in close games. How is your kicker, your kicking, your punting, your punting, kick return, punt return? How are those at Kempsville?
Well, we got some studs. We got a nice little junior that's going to kick for us for a second year. Got a little leg soccer kid named Morgan Hurst. He's he can boot it a little bit for us. Practices, he kicking like 40-yard field goals right now. And I totally agree with you. When you got studs back there that can return the ball like Karan Boyd and Raleigh and those type of guys, they can make things happen. So we got some speed on the back end. All we gotta do is get a couple of blocks, and I'm looking to change the field position or score some points.
Cool. Coach, let me ask you this. So I got 2. One, can you tell us a little bit about some of your coaching staff?
Well, my coaching staff is a young coaching staff. What I did when I first got into coaching and became the head coach, I ended up getting guys that that wasn't familiar with high school football, but it was middle school coaches. That way we had a chance to grow and build and learn together. And these coaches been with me this whole entire time. The amount of work that we put in to learn and coach each other up, it gives the opportunity to be where we are right now. Because they were very motivated. They we all want to win. We always want to do our part. And the communication has been great. So I'm excited to continue to have this staff because normally in the program you get a turnaround of coaches coming in and coming out. Not with this group. This group been here, and they're my backbone and allow us to do what we can do.
Yep.
I love that. I've coached youth football, and then we from there I coached when my son was in middle school, and we won a middle school championship undefeated. And I tell you, one of the things I think that our new coach at my son's school, Cogan, is having those relationships. So when you've got middle school coaches, and then if you have relationships with the youth programs and the community, that goes a long way. That goes a really long way.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, December 10th at ODU state championship.
Oh yeah.
Almost a home game for you if you make it there. And a lot of football at any level is luck. It's great to be good. It's better to be lucky. And then injuries. You got a lot of great players staying injury free, but Kempsville has got a rich tradition. I would say, in my years growing up at Hampton Roads and going to Virginia Tech, I probably know more Kempsville Chiefs and First Colonial second than all the beach schools. And got a rich
Green Run. No, hold on, Green Run. Because my senior 87, Matt Darby.
Oh yeah, Matt Darby, all them Keith Gorganis, those guys. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just talking about people I know.
And their track team, I ran against Andre Kaysen.
Oh yeah, I know Kaysen. Yep.
Hey,
those guys.
Coach, you have a booster club, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit you up. I got a buddy, Matt Winston, who was the director of alumni relations at Virginia Tech. Now he's director of alumni relations at SUNY Binghamton. I'm gonna get him a right $10, $15, $20,000 check. So
wow.
Matt Winston, class of 86.
Yes.
We want that money. All right. I'll get him to watch
Yes.
the game this way.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
All right. And,
Yes.
Kirk talking all that stuff. Kirk, Kirk, you were first, tell him to write that check to you, and then Kirk, write the check to the Kirk and Bird show, and we'll make sure it gets funneled to Kempsville.
Yeah.
So we'll take our finder's fee. Coach, so look, man, we don't want to keep you up too late. We appreciate you being here. Two things I do want to leave with. One is we're doing a little competition. We're going to have anywhere from 15 to 20 coaches on here. And so what we're doing is we've got 804, we've got, Northern Virginia, Prince William, Fairfax, we got 757. And what we're doing is we want to see what coach can get the most views. We started right out the box with LC Bird's coach out of Chesterfield. And, we mentioned it and he was like, okay. And he's already in about 5-6 days got almost 500 views. We interviewed Daryl Overton, Freedom High School, just today. And I think he's probably pushing 200 views in one day. So coach, we just want to see if you can get your fans, your players, their families to just kind of support you and support the show. I would love to try to get down there and catch a game. Unfortunately, I have a son who's a senior, so I'll be at a lot of these games. But I will be at that state semifinal against Bethel, wearing my green and gold. So I'll meet you.
You're holding on to it. I see it.
I was toting the rock in the 757.
Coach, I'll tell you how you could be the best show we've ever had. If you this is tongue in cheek, but you predict Oscar Smith will not win the state championship with a straight face and talk for 30 seconds about it. It'll blow up, because I will tell you 757, the fan base.
No. Look, you're saying that because he don't have to play Oscar Smith. Tell us about Maury, coach. Tell us why Maury ain't gonna be.
Yeah, that's true. That's
you don't got to go.
Tell us about Maury. We know Maury.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I can't say too much about Oscar Smith because we scripted him tomorrow. So
you did?
Oscar Smith. So I can tell you a little bit about them. But we make a kick out of it on Twitter and talking to the guys over there at Maury. They always say they hold the Green Run hostage over there, and Green Run got to pay rent and everything, and they the beach killers over here and all that type stuff. So I'm just letting you know we getting the beach back this year. All right, so I'm letting you know right now, Maury, they getting kicked out, they getting evicted because the beach is
so
that's what
it is. We heard that. Hey,
coach, I love it. I love it, coach.
Tell
before we
go up to Oscar Smith's defensive line coach. Tell him that I asked for his autograph. Get it on a napkin or a program or whatever. He's one of the two best living or non-living defensive line coaches in the history or ever in high school. So that's my man. I got to go with him.
Yeah, Lily, I got you.
Hey, coach,
I got you.
Man.
He talks
really
good game. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a great. They have a good team.
Oh yeah, it is a great staff too. I know those guys. We used to coach together and play football together. So me and Chris Scott go way back.
Yeah,
and the thing I love about where we're from, that 757, is that we can talk like this, and that's our passion. Like, that's why we do this. We're up here at 703 now, but man, we grew up going to Darla Stadium, watching the great Hampton Crabber Bethel teams, and then Phoebus has done great things over the last couple of years. And it's just like in us. And look, we tell because like when we look, there's the message, the Hampton Roads football page on Facebook and all the chatter. Like, they don't have that up here. We have a Prince William County sports, and everybody's all polite. And if you say something offensive, they'll kick you out. No, man. They bringing it. You got to bring it down on that page. And sometimes I've heard people talking about Smith this. Like, I got to remind them, like, wait. That side of the water just getting it going. Yeah. For about 40 years, my side was kind of dominating. So, but I love that because, look, we can talk this, but when somebody leaves our area, we all know that, we all 757.
Oh, yes,
but, Coach, I got much respect for you. And we're going to get you back on because I don't know your story. You played a green run. Can you just give us a 2-minute elevators? Tell us, Coach, you played a green run and tell us your journey to Kempsville real quick.
Well, just to Cadillac Harris was my head coach. He was a Kempsville alumni. So, he was one of the first Black coaches in the area in the 757 and the Green Run High School. And then from there, I played 4 years with him. I ended up getting a full scholarship to go to Liberty University. And then after Liberty University, Sam Retigliano was my head coach. Then he retired, and I had Ken Karcher, used to coach with Ryan Fire in the European League. And had an opportunity to come back home because home where my heart is, and I end up coaching for Green Run a little bit. I actually coached on the Jim Prince at Ocean Lakes High School for a long time, and at that time, Green Run was one of the losing teams that was in the area at that point. So I had a chance to go back home and then change that streak around. When Ray Gatlin took over head coach and went 1-9, then Sean Wilson became the coach, and we ended up being one of the top teams in the playoffs, losing to Phoebus that 1 year when they had Taj Boyd. And then I've been coaching for Green for a long time. Then I ended up going to Tallwood to be a defensive coordinator, coach for them, and then I had a chance to finally get a head coaching job at Kempsville High School. So I've been around the block a little bit, but I like that experience as golden and gave me opportunity to be where I am today.
Yeah. Well, you've done great. You've done Kempsville proud, man. And we're, that Green Run game is going to be old school, standing room only. Back in the day, almost every game was that way. So that we're going to be looking forward to that. We'll be checking scores, and we wish you the best of luck.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So. You got to be proud of those Liberty Flames, man. That program has exploded.
Oh, yes, I am.
Man.
Oh, yes, I am.
Dog.
Oh, Jerry Falwell's dream to be on the center stage like that. And, man, it's exciting to be a Flame. They're doing a fantastic job over there.
Only team in the state to have a football-only facility. UVA broke ground. And I'm sure Tech will come along, but Liberty has got it going on. And I'll tell you
beautiful campus.
That quarter,
beautiful.
Tennessee got a steal with that quarterback slipping like that. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, Malik can play.
Yep.
He can play.
Yeah.
Yes.
No doubt. Yeah. So look, Coach, thanks again, man. Good luck until the semifinals. When you got to go up against my Bruins, but I'm pulling for you outside.
Easy work. That's easy work.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you this: I got a nephew who's a rising 8th grader, but eventually he'll be at Maury, and so I got to be a Maury fan after that, and then they'll win 4 state championships with him at quarterback. Blake Bird, remember that?
All right. Well,
Maury, you've been put on notice. There we go.
Yeah.
Thanks again, man. Hey,
right,
good luck, and I wish you well. I hope to check you out in the playoffs, Coach. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all letting me on your show, guys. Y'all be safe out there and go Chiefs.
All right.
All right.
We appreciate you, Coach. Take care.
Take care.
We've been blessed to have Coach Daryl Cherry of the Kempsville Chiefs. He's bringing the beach back. So thank you, Coach. Kirkenberg, we're out.
We're out.